Good morning, good evening, and good night. This is the Birmingham Barons League of Barons Wildcard Rounds. How's it going tonight, everyone? I am Andrew Knuckles. I'm your host tonight. Even though Steven is here, I'm going to be doing most of the talking. But that's kind of normal, isn't it? So we have Steven. I am now Joel Killingsworth Ford.
Hello.
We are also joined by Charlie. My life is now Cocktails Hicks.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
And then we are also joined by a fellow Baron, Connor. My life has been 2 weeks inside of my room, Curry.
Hello, hello.
Sad.
So how's it going tonight, guys?
Pretty good, pretty good. Can't complain. I've got a nice little 1 week off from work, so of course I'm spending it with you guys.
Yep, that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
So tonight we have a really good head-to-head matchup for the going into the wild card rounds for the playoffs coming on this coming weekend. We have District Foundry owner, CEO, and awesome player hailing from Denver, Colorado, Ken Cho, and then we have the dude named Joel Killingsworth that I don't know anything about.
Unknown powerhouse.
Unknown powerhouse. So while these guys get set up, let's break down these lists. I'm going to let you guys figure that out, whoever wants to do that.
I want Joel's list. I want Joel's list.
Yeah, I was gonna defer. I was gonna defer to you, so I'll go ahead and handle the faction that I've got most experience with, Rebels. And so we've got Wedge Antilles with marksmanship, proton torpedoes, and R3 astromech, and of course with S-foils because it's free. Then Cornhorn with Deadeye shot, fire control system, proton torpedo, and also R3 astromech. And then one you haven't been seeing around lately is Kyle Katarn. And Kyle's, of course, got Moldy Crow now that's a little bit more affordable, and also Jen Urso. So
this has been kind of a brainchild in some of our Barons groups over the past couple weeks. One of the things that I really like about I like the idea of like the Wedge Luke AP5 list, but I don't like AP5 and I don't like Luke. I don't really like Wedge either, but he's just cheap enough to bring him. Yeah. So I've been trying to figure out how to make this happen with an E-Wing, and this is closest to the variant that I've been running. I've been trying a couple other loadouts without R3 and marksmanship and that kind of stuff, but the core is essentially the same, and there's a lot of heavy early damage potential with this list.
Yeah, so looking at a lot of high initiative alpha, some double torps coming in pretty hot. And then, of course, you've got Corin cleaning up with a potential double tap out there. So,
yep,
it's pretty scary.
So, Connor, would give us the lowdown on Joel.
All right, Andrew. So you said you don't like X-wings. Well, what if you took an X-wing, gave it a focus barrel roll, and put it in Imperials?
You'd have 3 agility and a good ship.
So Joel is flying 3 ships together with some other stuff that are very near and dear to my heart. The TIE Advanced X1 Tempest Squadron pilot with fire control system.
And that's all you need on them, really.
It's all they need. It's absolutely beautiful. They are tiny little sledgehammers. I think maybe Joel has called them that before, but they are just absolutely beautiful. And he's paired them tonight with Grand Inquisitor, also with fire control, and the new Thread Tracers, which...
The Thread Tracers came in the...
Yeah, they came out, with the
Actus?
Droid? Or the Tri-Fighter, I think, right?
Maybe it came out with the Tri-Fighter, that's what it was, yeah.
It is with the Tri-Fighter, yep.
Yeah, so they're brand new, and they're a little different than their 1.0 counterpart, right? Because wasn't the
they changed where... they change where the range requirement comes in to get the target lock.
No, I meant the ability to fire them with just about
yes.
any token. You're not restricted to. It was a target lock before, correct?
It was
It
also
was a focus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, it
so
was
now they
also
added was
focused.
calculate,
Okay, so the only thing they added was calculate, and then a little tie aggressor, which we don't see very much of. I think Charlie, you have some experience with the aggressors, right?
Yes, not particularly optimized, but it's been showing up a lot in some recent play. So, I mean, there's some corner case stuff. Basically, he's wanting this because it's a cheap missile carrier because you want to have two tracers in your
Right.
list.
And I was looking at them earlier. I actually really like the aggressor with the advance because their dials are almost exactly the same.
Yep.
And you can head fake your opponent because they look almost identical if
I
you're
was
staring
just
at
about
them.
to
They
say,
do.
it's just the panel has been shaved down a little. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, you actually have to get kind of at an angle before you're like, oh, yeah, that's an aggressor. If you look at it head on like we are, it's like, oh, wait.
It's a tie Camino.
That's right.
All right, so we do have they have started the timer, started the game, and let's kind of go over what our initial thoughts are of kind of what we're kind of looking at for win conditions for both outside of just destroying everything on the field. With Ken's list, there's obviously a lot of latitude of how he wants to put his locks places to maximize your initial opening combat to try and kill something before it shoots. That's pretty much what Ken's goal here is.
Yeah, and with the E-Wing's ability to drop locks early from long range, we've already got 2 locks on the board for him.
Yep, he's obviously going to. I think with this list, just because the Tempests or the X1s are so good at what they do of just hammering in damage, you really like, and because he has Threat Tracers on the Grand Inquisitor and the Sinar Specialist, I don't think it's possible to stop essentially the alpha from happening. So you might as well go for the stuff that does the most damage to try and mitigate as best you can.
So I think for Joel, it's going to be really, really crucial to be able to get all guns on target for that first round.
Yep.
Because if he doesn't get to fire off, and that's assuming that Ken gets both torps off and is able to nuke whatever he shoots at off the board before it fires. I think if Joel does not get all remaining 4 guns on target, it's going to be a real uphill battle.
Yep.
In that out of that first round of combat.
One of the go ahead, Charlie.
I was going to say, one thing he's also got to be mindful of, it's going to be really difficult chipping into Corrin over here with the Moldy Crow battery kind of and the Gen Urso thing kicking tokens Corrin's way. That is going to be a really slippery ship.
Yep. So what we see here with Joel is he is already threatening, hey, I can 5 straight this next turn. That doesn't mean I'm going to do it, but I definitely can.
And I love that option.
Because the big thing here is that if he, I'm pretty sure that even if he did the slowest straight maneuver that they have is a 2 straight, correct?
Correct.
So, okay, so we do see Ken here bullying Inquisitor a little bit more. It looks like he's kind of contemplating here, going for the roll, possibly trying to bully the Inquisitor away, because he obviously Inquisitor doesn't want to be shot at by Wedge, is basically the big thing here. He really needs those defense.
Sorry,
dice.
Andrew, I'm incorrect. That he does have the 1 straight.
They do have 1 straight. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it's the Inquisitor that doesn't have the.
Okay, yeah, it's it's been a long time since I've flown an X1, so
Yeah. No, they have that. That's why I jokingly call them all the time Imperial X-wings, because their dial is almost exactly the same.
Hmm.
I believe.
So what we could see here is a really aggressive move with Ken to try and keep Inquisitor out by doing a 3-bank with Corrin and then a 3-bank or a 3-hard with Wedge to try and just catch the Inquisitor while he's trying to run away, because there's no way that the Inquisitor engages this next turn.
Yeah, like I I don't know, because like the problem with that is if he does the expected one hard, like I mean, yeah, he'll be obstructed, but you're still looking at heavy torpedo fire coming in, and yeah, I think probably his best go in this situation, uh, he might actually just want to just jam
Close the
in there
gap.
and five straight and boost in.
I mean, if he did a 5 straight and boost, he'd probably hit right at the edge of Cloud City. So that would be a possibility to mitigate some shots and actually even cause a bump, because he is moving first. He doesn't have the initiative here.
Right.
It's going to be interesting to see how aggressive Joel decides to be with these X1s this next turn.
Yeah, this is the
Because
time that
the opening combat is the most important part for both of these lists, honestly. The first round of real combat.
But yeah, I think if he one hards over here, that's a dead quiz. He's got to be aggressive to kind of escape this field or double torpedo field. And I mean, he's
Mhm.
buying the Tempest time to get those 3 banks in and go ahead and negotiate these asteroids to really come in and make him pay.
Yeah, because if he does like 1 bank with the green X1 and then does a 3 and a 2 bank with the other ones, they have a perfectly good setup channel between those 2 rocks and on his side of the board to really do like 5 straights the next turn and get into that clinch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he could even. I think what I would like to. Ooh, he's moving yellow first. Okay. So I would have liked to see maybe. Okay, it's still. Dang, he's flipping things fast.
So probably going to see a roll here.
I would like the focus red roll right there.
Yep. Just in case.
Yep, there it is.
And then you probably go all the way back. No, all the way forward. Okay.
Because now you're covering both channels around that rock.
Mhm.
I like this. Yep, that's a good.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I was talking about. Now, yellow is in a little bit of an overlap here with that little mustache. So he may
think a
have to
5
go
straight.
really fast or really slow. Yeah,
But
5
say
straight.
he can.
should mitigate that.
Oh yeah,
Maybe.
I think so.
I don't know. Maybe not. All right, so we got the 5 straight coming in from quiz. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because now, if he gets in order for the quiz not to get his thread tracers off, Luke has to one-shot him, which
Wedge.
is possible. Or I'm sorry, Wedge, which is possible.
It-
It's always
Oh, yeah.
possible. But
Yeah.
I like those chances.
Now, if he blocks Wedge onto Corrin this turn, that kills the target lock, kills the mod, down to a focus from Kyle
Yep.
as well. So,
But if Wedge does get the target lock and he gets the focus from Corrin or from Kyle, that could be a really sad quiz.
It could, absolutely. I mean, the thing with this is like you've got to figure out how to trade. Like trading quiz here feels expensive. But if it puts you tactically in a good position to bring those Tempests in to where they can start to have the pick of the litter, then maybe. Like, I don't know. Like, this is a really high risk situation for Joel, so
Mhm.
we'll just have to see how the payoff goes.
Now he is going to have what looks to be a range 1 out the side arc from Kyle, which is not necessarily that scary for quiz here.
Right.
So it looks like Ken is debating on S foils here. So that definitely probably means that he doesn't have just a one bank dialed in. Yep, there's the one straight.
Mm.
That's not where Wedge wants to be.
No.
Not enough room to barrel.
That is a juicy wedge.
Would you say it's thick?
Now he still has. I don't think the boost definitely won't get him a firing solution on Grand Inquisitor, unfortunately.
No.
And now that I look at it, I think he's probably out of range of all the Tempests. So if he boosts, that's probably ill-advised.
So he's taking a focus here, which is curious. I still would have taken the target lock just to see what was in range, because you have a third focus already on Kyle.
Yeah.
He's probably going to transfer it over to an evade. Yep. Okay, that makes sense. I keep forgetting he has Jin. I'm thinking of how I play. So no shots. So at least Wedge is only going to get a shot from Grand Inquisitor here. That's going to be a 4-die shot. No, 3-die shot, right?
3 dice.
3 dice. So 3 dice from Inquisitor. 2.
Yep.
Completely avoidable here. He just needs 1 paint, and there it is.
Yep. Easy.
I'm so used to my wedge just double blank every single time. So we do have wrong one there, Ken. So looking for that. He doesn't have the front arc, but he does have the side arc. And that is, it's barely range 2, like by a pixel.
Wow.
That is a very happy Inquisitor.
Those capricious pixels.
So now I will say, he did put the Inquisitor in a pretty awkward spot here. Corrin is in a very good position for this next round, I think. And Wedge is kind of as well.
Yeah, I mean, like with Kyle being able to just kind of game manage over here and just chuck tokens and everything like that, like, you're not too terribly worried. You've got the lock, so like half the job is done. So
yeah. Well, now you still need to get Wedge lock, which is the hard part here. Just because if you see a 5 straight, they don't have a boost. A 1 straight puts him, I don't know. He may be able to be blocked this round by either Inquisitor or by yellow. So this is going to be an interesting round, because obviously Joel's goal here is to get as close as possible and mitigate those proton torpedoes. And he's done an amazing job at range management so far.
Yeah. And since Wedge is out of the game as far as taking a torp shot on a K turn over here, he's got a little bit of flexibility. I mean, he's still definitely in danger.
Yeah.
But you've got a little bit of play. I don't hate a 1 hard over here, and basically saying that, if you put some distance between me, I'm going to go ahead and take a shot on Wedge. But if you don't, then we're just going to bump you up, and your day is going to be pretty bad because the Tempests are coming.
Yep. And Corrin has a bit of an awkward spot to try and figure out here. You could do a 3 hard that doesn't put you in more than likely any kind of bullseye range to double tap anything. 1 hard's essentially out because you really want to have multiple tokens on him going into this first round of combat. 2 hard still just doesn't really do much. You'd have to reposition to guarantee a bullseye if that's what Ken is looking for.
There's no reason you don't 4K here.
No, you would, if you're going to do any kind of turn, or if you're going to do any kind of turnaround, you sloop. You sloop out towards the edge of the board.
That's right, they do have a sloop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 3 sloop is very
I play
clutch.
Rebels all the time. Yeah, sloop is...
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the best way here is. Kyle just does a 1 bank, easy in. and either just does another focus so he can really quarterback an evade to whoever needs it.
Oh yeah, I like that my analogy is going to stick here. Just being a game manager over here, like we're just running slant routes for 5 yards every time.
You're running defense this round.
All right, take it easy there.
You're wading in with some sports ball analogies. Oh no.
Hey, I like his effort though. It's pretty good.
I tried.
No, it's good. You knew there was a defense.
There is a defense.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, so these Tempests, how spicy do we think? Like, I don't hate Red coming in here with a. Well, you really want to put the wood to Wedge, so you probably don't want to jam him up necessarily.
Well, so it may actually be a better call to just do as fast a maneuver with Wedge as you possibly can, to guarantee that you're going to mitigate a shot somewhere and you're going to get a range one and you're at least going to have a focus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
maybe
I would like to see him spread them out a little bit. All right. So that's what I was about to say is a 2 bank for green to cover that. Mm-hmm. I'd like yellow to go really fast. Go. Ooh.
No.
See, I don't like that.
Oh, this is interesting. That's a little timid from Joel.
Yeah, see, I would have liked yellow to jump out and try to cut off Wedge's options a little bit.
That's actually a pretty curious maneuver there. So there's the 2 bank from Kyle. I think that's a good solid choice there. There's the focus, makes sense. I'm going to be curious to see what Inquisitor does. He does the 1 hard, so now he gets to choose who he blocks, essentially.
I mean, you're.
Yep, he's going for the block on Wedge.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's right because
Corrin, if that matters.
At this point, you can't keep Corrin from getting torps off, but you can definitely get.
I don't think that was the right call there. He should have done a 1 hard or a hard turn because he could guarantee possibly a bullseye on something. Now, if he's just going for the maximum amount of, so S-foil's being flipped here, not getting any torps. Oh my gosh!
Ooh.
See, that's why I wanted the 5 out of the yellow. That's why I wanted 5 out of yellow.
This is great. This is great. It's worth remembering now. The aggressor down here at the bottom has thread tracers on board.
Well,
you can set
he
up
does.
Tempest.
He does, and
Inquisitor also has thread tracers on board.
Yeah, well, and that's at the beginning I said there's no way you can stop that from happening. So there's no reason to go after those. You just have to accept that they're going to be what they're going to be.
Yeah.
This is an interesting call here. He's trying to gain some distance. I don't think it's going to matter. I think you should have just taken the target lock, doubled down, accepted that Wedge was probably going to die this turn, and killed green.
Yeah, I don't like that look. I mean, obviously, there's. I mean, you're just kind of leaning on Wedge's ability, which is pretty considerable. So, I mean, it's not nothing.
I mean, if you can get a max string, I mean, you're guaranteed. We're getting close to that here. Just to see what this next roll is. There it is. You spend that. You guarantee those 2 damage.
Yeah.
You spend it, Ken.
Does he, though? Because Corrin still gets a shot, and Wedge is about to take a lot of fire.
Yeah, and if you spend it, Ken. Yep, there it is. Yep, good man. You're guaranteeing 2 damage here. If you see any other blanks, you're basically... Yep. Now Corrin is just within killing range of this before it can even shoot. Not including your shot coming from Kyle. Now, I think Wedge still probably dies this turn for it.
Red tracers this,
but at some level that may not be a terrible trade. Ooh!
Ouch!
That feels bad.
That feels real bad. Okay, he may not die. And there's nothing he can do about that. Oh my gosh, where's
No.
heroic when you need it?
I know, right? Mm.
All right, so here is the Torp shot coming from Corrin. This is going to be a full mod, and this is exactly what you want to see. Now, there's entirely an easy possibility here that this green just doesn't see the light of day.
Yep. Mm.
Not a terrible roll, not a great roll. Spending that lock.
Mhm.
So just a hit, 2 crit. Unfortunately, because that one still landed as a blank, even though it's cocked,
Ugh.
and that is still a dead Tempest.
Yep.
And this is exactly the win condition that Ken is looking for the first round of combat.
Yep.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And now,
Especially now that, I mean, he's cut so much of his damage already just because he even missed that first thread tracer, so there's no damage there. Now the Signar Specialist has to shoot first, and he has to get that tracer off.
yep.
So fun
Not a-
fact, thread tracers are so new into the game that TTO doesn't have their charges on the overlay.
Hit crit coming from Kyle, doing work. Oh!
Mm.
Guaranteed a shield here. Man, Joel is not having a good defensive role for this first round of combat.
Yeah. All right. So wisely
Yep,
starting
here's the
with
Signar Specialist.
Yep.
Yep. He has not tilted himself out of the game yet. That's always nice.
Yeah. Because I mean, if this lock goes in, then it gets a lot spicier.
I don't think there's really. I mean, Wedge would have to have some really crazy crit magic for him to die for it, though, especially with the obstructed shot.
Oh, that's going to
So
do it.
there's 2.
Don't
Yep,
hate
guaranteed
that.
here. Yep, so everyone just gets a lock here.
Yep.
But honestly, losing Wedge, ooh,
Doesn't
doesn't matter.
Mhm.
I don't know why he
I'm
even
not-
rolled. He wasted his double nats.
I wasted my good roll on you. Everyone gets a target lock. Is that including the ship that fires it? I am so new to this.
It does.
Ah,
It includes everyone.
Yeah,
3.
each friendly ship.
Yeah, each friendly ship.
Yep, there we go. All right. Spicy.
So here's a range 3
Oh, it's obstructed.
coming
it's gonna
from
be
red.
too obstructed.
Yep.
Mm.
Ooh,
Man, you hate to see it.
he's only got 2 hits out of here. A hit crit coming in.
Yep.
These are all unmodded defense dice, though, so doesn't mean that anything's going to actually stick or not stick. And it doesn't stick. Wedge is going to live for another turn, guaranteed.
Gross.
And this is the exact scenario that Ken wanted for this round.
Yeah.
If Wedge goes down this next turn, then it's okay.
That's an okay.
Assuming
trade,
that you can still trade up. Yep.
Yeah.
And only 2 shields off of Wedge, no crits coming in. This is what you want.
Yep.
Mhm. Absolutely. That's the,
Especially with especially with a healthy Corrin and 2 focus still sitting on Kyle.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing too. I mean, the game manager's going to drop a bomb here every now and then. So I mean, you're like,
Okay, so I'll definitely say this: Kyle's front gun wins me games every single time. Like if you get into that range 1 because people are like, "Oh, it's just a hawk, it's fine," and then you slap them with
respect the
4
fact that it
dice.
is a hawk. Like a hawk is still like a really impressive weapons platform. I mean, with modification for days and everything like that, forget about it. I mean,
That's not a hawk. That's the moldy crow.
yeah, that's also true.
So one thing we do have here, though, is Kyle is in a bit of an awkward position for this next round. In a perfect world, you would just do a 1 bank where Corrin is, but obviously that's not going to happen. So he's got to figure out if, I'm pretty sure you could maybe do a 2 bank and nestle right in between Corrin and Wedge, but I don't know if that's where you want him to be.
I mean, you've got
Why
your
not one straight?
initiative stacked all wrong. You've got the lowest eye behind the next eye.
Yeah,
behind the
I know,
next
right?
eye.
Yeah, this is not the greatest positioning, but the trade was worth it.
Mhm.
Now, big
Yeah.
bonus to Ken though. If you look at Wedge, Wedge is where all the target locks are, and if those 3 Tempests want to chase Wedge, there's a rock.
Yep.
Two
And
Tempests.
yeah, 2 Tempests.
And
Yeah, because
yeah.
because yeah,
I'm looking
he's
at
actually
it from above. It looks the same.
he's actually in a very good position here to ensure that he either doesn't get shot at all, or he's going to only have minimal shots. Like he could technically run this next turn and be okay.
So I like the aggressive move with the specialist over here, trying to get like maybe a say a 2 bank will.
No, 2 bank will
Mm-mm.
definitely
You think
clip.
it'll clip?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah,
Okay,
the only thing that's not clipping there is a 2 hard.
Okay,
Worth
he
pointing
may
out,
just
the
have to
specialist
accept
has
it.
a turret, so you can take the hard and rotate the turret with a lock still up.
That is correct.
Don't hate it.
I don't really know what Inquisitor is going to do this round, though. That blank out really hurt basically everything.
I mean, just take a 1 bank. Wedge isn't going anywhere.
Well, but you have to still think about where they're actually kind of both in the same position here, where their higher initiatives are kind of in front of their lower initiatives, and everyone kind of wants to occupy the same space in the center.
So I think with yellow, you just have to accept that you're going over. So you go
Yep.
over with gusto. Like you just take the 3 hard. Like
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
and there it is.
There it
Love
is.
it. Good man.
No
Safe.
consequences.
No consequences.
So obviously it was the correct choice. Mm-hmm.
So just 1 bank out of red here, trying to hope that he dialed in a slow maneuver here
I don't hate
with
the barrel
Wedge,
roll.
and he bumps.
I was
There
about
we
to
go.
say I want it to the right side.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep, there it is.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah. Good move so far.
So now, if Wedge did put in a
Okay, that's baffling.
4 straight, if Wedge did put in a 4 straight here, there is more than enough room to boost away and not get shot at.
Worth pointing
Or
out,
if he did the 3 hard.
Aggressors does have a turret. So it does have an arc facing
It does.
towards Joel's board edge.
Oh, it's a dorsal turret with no mods except for target locks.
Target lock's just
Hardly
still a
relevant.
mod.
Come on.
Yeah.
Dorsal turrets matter.
Hardly relevant.
Dorsal turret shot.
I say that as Inquisitor takes a shield from a 2-die shot last round.
Well, guess what? He's on. Ooh.
That's not terrible.
No.
It could be worse. Yep, so there's the 4 straight from Ken. He saw it coming. He said, I'm good. No thanks. So he did not blink. I guess he's assuming that he can pass this this token. Why are they checking? What? Oh, okay, so he's just not going for anything at all.
Yeah.
He's spending that force to pump it up to 3 dice. This is not what Wedge wants to see here with no mods.
Nope.
So he still gets the 3 dice, though. It's not like the old Inquisitor. Ooh, that is not what Wedge wants to see. Unmodded dice here, probably taking a hit crit, or taking 2 hits and a crit. Wedge can just die here for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Still just an X-Wing.
Still alive.
Ooh. But you definitely don't want that coming up to a corner.
Nope.
That's going to be real unfortunate. They're going to know exactly where he is, and he's going to have a bad time.
So he does have a range 1 bullseye onto yellow, so we could see a double tap this turn out of Corrin, but he doesn't have the full suite of mods, which is unfortunate. So the question is, do you go ahead and spend that torpedo on an obstructed shot with no defensive tokens on the aggressor? Yep, you do. Waste not, want not, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, like, if
Yeah.
you're ever going to shoot a torpedo, always shoot a torpedo.
There you go. You got the FCS here, which is real nice. And that's going to be 2 hits and a crit. And that is going to be a shield and a crit.
Yep.
Probably this seems pretty good there. Direct hit, that is exactly what you want to see. That is half points.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's not great, but okay.
It's not, yeah. Now you also do have this double tap with a range 1 with just a focus. That's probably worth it, especially if Kyle can get some damage here.
Yeah, Kyle's about to pile in.
Oh, that is what you want to see from Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we're talking about. This gun is devastating. Woo!
Yep.
Both shields, yeah, you double tap with Corrin this turn.
Yeah, I agree.
We'd still probably see a dead wedge here, but
Yeah.
there's only so much you can do.
He is a X-wing after all.
Yeah, he is an X-wing. He just
They
dies.
just die.
Just
Free real estate.
Convert the crit.
So we
spend
see
the lock.
a convert to
Yeah.
crit.
I agree.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Yep, and there's a dead wedge, guaranteed here. Double blanks in perfect X-wing fashion.
Wrong X-wing.
And the whole breach just to icing on the cake there. But Wedge kind of did his job. He should have traded up a little bit more, but that's fine.
I mean, at the balance of things right now, it's a Tempest and a half. I'm sorry. Sorry, my bad. It's a Tempest and half of an aggressor and almost half of another Tempest to Wedge. That's still a good trade.
Yeah, this is still an uphill battle.
Yep, and that is more than enough paint. But you really would hate to spend the focus on that kind of shot.
Mm-hmm.
Range 2 obstructed on to Corrin here. So losing a die, but he still gets 4.
Ooh.
Hit crit. Not what Wedge or what Corrin wants to see here. You really want... Oh, and it doesn't matter. Gonna evade it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
This is where you double tap. No! What are you doing, Ken? What are you doing? Double tap. Double tap. There you go.
Do you still accept
you definitely...
the disarm? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can get half points or possibly kill this Tempest with no tokens, this is definitely what you do.
Yeah.
Yep, he's going for it. And that's a pretty decent shot. 3 dice coming in. Possible dead. Not dead. Still taking 1 half points.
And I think you're completely fine with that if you're Joel.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best case scenario there.
Yeah, you needed a time to reset at that point.
Yep.
So the only problem here is that nothing he has ready to come to bear is going to be able to put tracers on Corrin. Corrin's just going to get away. He no consequences.
Yeah, Corrin's just gonna YOLO out and just say, see ya.
Now,
And
this
Kyle
might be
is
the
just going to
turn-
hammer in.
I was about to say, this might be the turn that you just go ahead and put the wood to Kyle.
Oh, you definitely do. I mean, like that's basically the only option here. You can't let Kyle live longer than he already has, especially with that gun coming to bear.
Yeah. So probably going to see this Red Tempest just go ahead and accept the rock.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, you'll probably see a 2-bank.
from the specialist.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
From the specialist, I don't know. Yeah, maybe like a 2-bank
Out.
just over. I don't know. This can be tough.
I mean, I could see even just the 1 bank to his
One bank's
left.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah. To try and possibly block Corin from escaping out to the top.
I don't hate
Yeah.
it.
Worth jumping in and pointing out that we have played for 35 minutes, and it is currently 72 points destroyed to Ken versus 70 points for Joel. So it's a 2-point game right now.
Ooh.
Oof. Spicy.
Very close swing.
Now, I would like to point out that Thread Tracers is just acquire a lock. So yellow could very well get a modded shot here on Kyle
If he does the
Ken
K-turn.
doesn't. Yeah, if he doesn't pay attention
Mhm.
to what you if
Yeah,
he
I'm
if
trying
he
to figure
just,
out what you would.
yes, I'm trying to decide if I like the 4K or the 3 Talon here more.
I like the Talon.
yeah,
I think the Talon just because it gets you closer.
Like you have
Yeah.
to accept that Corin's gone. Like
oh yeah.
I think
Corin is out of there.
I think any attempt to try to catch Corin is a waste. So at this point, you just go catch Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, you know where Kyle's going to be
Mhm.
is the big thing here. I don't think that he can actually fit that 1 bank on Kyle. I think he's kind of relegated to a 1 straight here, and I don't know if that 1 straight actually puts him on a rock. So more than likely, you're going to see a 2 bank off of Kyle.
I would agree.
That would make the most sense.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
Okay, we're gonna.
He's going
Are
for
we
the
gonna
block.
block him?
Yep, he's going for the full
Okay.
block. That's
Oh,
not the worst.
Yeah, but I would have liked him to be pointed in a
Yeah.
different direction.
Yeah.
So now if you see the bamboozle and you see Kyle go 3 bank just to completely clear. Oh, he's rolling
wait,
out on the
what?
side. Interesting.
He's just wanting to reset. I don't like this.
No, Joel.
I'm not a fan of this.
Joel, you're not flying aces right now. Tempests are not aces.
Wait.
I'm curious. This is a very
Where
so he does the
did
1
that-
bank here. That makes sense.
Where did that lock come from?
It went from red
Oh.
onto Corin.
Okay. I don't like that.
I'm curious. This is a very interesting call by Joel here. This is not what I expected.
Mm-mm.
So Kyle, let's see what we're doing here. Probably a 2 bank. Yep. Oh, 3 bank. He actually did it. This is where Kyle wants to be.
Mm-hmm.
God, I wish
He's not gonna. He's
Talon.
only gonna get shot at by a dorsal turret, and then he's just gonna be like, "What if I just hit you with 4 dice?"
Yeah.
One. Ooh, this is. Man,
This is so
very
many
curious-
unforced
the
errors right in
choice.
this turn. This is
Yep.
painful to watch.
oh, this
Corin's
is
out.
what Corin wants too. You just target lock.
I just don't
You just stay here and target
understand
lock.
what
You
he
can't-
thought
you can't
Ken
lock
was
the near
doing.
ones.
Yeah, you can only catch 1 lock.
No, you can catch 2. Quiz.
Yeah, I know.
Yellow.
Yeah, you quiz in yellow, but you get another lock and you put it on quiz.
That's true. That's true. Oh man, that's really unfortunate to see. That is a pure unforced error.
Yeah, I mean, there may be some. We may not be seeing the 4D chess here, but
You know what? He may have accepted that, thinking that that Kyle was going to stop short.
maybe. So I guess here, what the question would be is, do you go into Inquisitor or do you go into Red with Kyle? Do you try and glean a little bit more damage?
Red.
I think you
Red.
go ahead and go into red.
Yeah, I think so too. You try and
Yeah.
get as many points as you can.
Yep. put a little cushion on that 2-point lead.
Don't move a focus. Saw him touching it. Yep, here is the range 1. 4 dice. Kyle's big gun.
Ooh!
That might be a
Ooh.
dead outright. And it is. Oh, wait, no.
No.
It's half points. I'm sorry.
No, he's still alive.
full
Yeah.
health. My bad.
Yeah, guaranteed half points here.
Man.
And the crit is Panicked Pilot. No K turns for you.
No K turns, and, well, he's already got his lock, so that's...
He's got the lock,
guess,
but man, good shot by Kyle. So we do have a dorsal shot coming onto Kyle, obstructed from the Sinar Specialist.
Yeah.
It's wholly irrelevant.
Yeah.
Probably.
This feels like it's about to get away, unfortunately.
Yeah, because Corin is in a great position now.
Mm-hmm. Instructed 2, he's fine. He's got focus tokens for days.
There. Oh, yeah. There's the 2 dice, and a whole bunch of nothing.
He does have the lock, right? No, that's from... Yeah.
Yep. This game could be running away from Joel real quickly.
Yeah. This is absolutely starting to look like a rout.
Yep. Now, there's still a game left here, though. 3 agility can sometimes just not take damage. And the Inquisitor's still here, but we do have we have a full health Kyle and a full health Corin on the board still.
Yeah, so I mean, like, Quiz can very easily just kind of one hard over here and grab the lock and then go ahead and start chipping into Kyle at will. But yeah, like, I mean, we've talked about it, like, Corin's loaded the weapon. He's ready to go. So... Yep. He's probably going to go over here and hunt this Sinar Specialist since he's got that locked up. He could very easily go chase Tempest and finish that. I mean, a million options. You don't have to worry about Red. Red's not going anywhere that you have to care about.
Yep.
I think
he doesn't get any repositions. Yeah.
And Corin's got the Sinar Specialist.
So we're going to go ahead and...
So there's just going for the lock on Kyle there.
Yeah.
Just a conservative move.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 bank out of red. No actions.
Yeah.
And then for the Sinar, we see a 2 hard, that's pretty par for the course there.
Yeah.
Trying to get as far away from Corin as possible. So we see... Oh. And stopping... with Kyle, just saying, I'm just gonna hang out. Oh, he is going for blood on red.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's in arc. That's a dead red.
And that is all. I think that's out of arc on Inquisitor.
I think it is.
Oh man.
Wow.
And then we're gonna see 2 hard out of Corin here. That's pretty par for the course. You just boost and plaster.
I don't think Boost gets it.
Yeah, I don't think Boost gets it this turn.
I think you just barrel roll in and well, no, actually just hold position.
I don't know.
Just hold position. Focus up, hold position. There's no reason to.
No, you roll in.
Yeah, barrel roll or stay where you are.
Yeah.
Boost, though.
Yeah, because the boost does put you in front of that rock. I'm just aggressive, so.
Yes, you are.
And you like rocks.
Oh, he's going for it.
All right, he smelled blood.
Unfortunately, yes, you're right. That does not get the arc.
Still work next turn though.
Yeah, it probably. Let's ask our hard maneuver expert, Andrew. Andrew, does that fit?
well, Charlie, I don't know. 4 dice, big gun coming from Kyle here.
We need the telestrator. Show us, Andrew.
And that is a hit crit. More than likely, you spend this focus here.
Yeah.
And that is going to be 2 hits and a crit coming into red. No tokens.
Oh, not quite enough.
And he still takes a crit. It could possibly kill him.
Yep.
Damaged
It does not, but it's a damaged engine.
Man, So effectively
Gross.
out of the game because it's just really tough to negotiate the distance like that. Hmm.
So it looks like we have a turret shot or just a front gun shot, doesn't really matter either way, onto Kyle here. First meaningful shot onto Kyle this entire game. And still not very meaningful. And there's the focus. You definitely spend it here.
Yeah. I mean,
You don't want to give away any free damage. Oh, he's taking
Giving
the
away
shield.
free damage.
coughing up moldy crow is the thing. So
It's possible that he thinks that he's going to hit this asteroid this next round, so he wants to make sure that Corrin and him both have focuses.
okay. I don't know if I'm
So
buying it,
now,
though.
with Inquisitor is in a very good position to start hunting Kyle.
Yes.
He just does a 1 hard this next round and just starts putting in real damage.
Not this round. So he'll probably do probably a 3 hard
Yeah,
actually.
he should do a 1 hard.
Quiz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not enough real estate to do a 1 hard. Oh wait, well I'm sorry. Never mind.
Kyle moves first.
Y'all, it's been a long day.
Order of operations.
Yes.
Kyle is the ace now.
Yeah, clearly. Okay.
Ooh, gross.
You know what? I need another beer.
I don't think that will help your scenario.
No, it's just like pool. Seriously, it's just like pool.
There's a happy medium.
I promise you.
Why do you
Like
think we all drink at tournaments, Andrew?
Like the path to my X-Wing success is no sleep and drinking.
So, one of the big things with him not being able to clear red this turn, or last round, Ken is now put into a position where he really needs to make sure that Corrin gets some meaningful shots these next couple rounds.
True.
Because Kyle is about to be pounced on quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So probably this Tempest just takes the walk.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I'm doing. Well, he's got it on Corrin right now.
Change it.
He's going
I
for a
don't
roll.
know. There's a chance that he could get a shot off on Corrin because you got to remember he's turning around really slow right now.
That's true.
So he gets
So he wants to
gets
keep his-
out, just does 3 straight.
Yeah,
You focus rotate.
probably.
I think he's gonna Talon with the red next turn. I think that's what that barrel roll was.
Yeah, you're right. That's a pretty good move.
Focus rotate, unless you really are concerned that Corrin's going to hit. Yep. Yes, he's concerned. He really wants to pass that focus. There's a chance you could possibly see Kyle dead this turn because he gave up
Yeah.
that free shield. Taking a focus on the Inquisitor. Now he does have he still has a target lock. Ooh, the 2-turn does work.
Fit.
Mhm.
Easy call.
Very nice.
Boosh, boosh.
So yeah,
Doesn't get much closer than that.
the boost unfortunately will not get him a bullseye is the issue.
Would the barrel roll?
Yes.
Barrel roll wouldn't. Barrel roll would, but it would put him in front of the rock is the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you still want to go in for that range 1 shot to try and just get rid of the Signar Specialist. Because he's only got 2 health left. Yep, there it is. And this is when you pass the focus. Pass the focus. Pass the focus.
Guess not. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, people.
No missed opportunities in this
So,
game.
3 hits coming into Kyle here.
Definitely
This is where it is very important. Yep, and you spend that only taking a shield. probably not going to die this turn, especially if Corrin can max out hits. That's what he's looking for here.
He might torp this guy.
No, he's already out of torps.
Is he out of torps? That's right.
Mm.
Not bad.
Mhm.
Not bad.
So he just needs max hits, and he's got it.
Mm.
And it doesn't matter what he rolls. Signer Specialist is gone. Kyle lives to see another day.
Yep.
Joel's like, hey, wait a second. I can still shoot with yellow. So Tempest Yellow does not have a lock on Corrin. So it's just going to be a range 3 shot because he's definitely out of arc for Kyle. We could see a damage here on Corrin. Just, unmodded defense dice always feel bad. And there's 2 hits on the board. So he's more than likely going to spend that focus. And 4 dice. And doesn't matter. Completely evaded. Corrin is just saying, no.
Yep.
Ewing looking strong.
Yeah, I mean the E-Wing's a great platform, and this is why I like this variant of this kind of style of list over the Luke version, because Corrin has the defensive profile to actually mitigate shots, unlike Luke, where he's just an X-Wing and he dies.
Yep.
So I'm not entirely sure what. I guess you just do a 2 hard with Kyle here and just take a focus, just so you can pass stuff off to Corrin as you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that means that this well-meeting Talon roll that we're probably going to get from Red, it's just
It's not going to matter.
$1 short.
Yeah.
It's too slow.
Because we have 2 health left on yellow and 1 health left on red. Inquisitor's still full points, but he's only 1 shield away from losing that as well. If it comes down to Corrin and the Inquisitor, Corrin definitely wins that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Corrin just joust yellow here and take that kill, right?
Yeah, you just do a 1 straight. I mean, or you go for the bamboozle and you do the 3 sloop. Just to get up right behind it.
Nah, 1 straight. You already got a lock on yellow. Take that focus.
Well, but see, yellow can guarantee a block here is the problem.
Yeah. So, because then if Kyle turns in, you can
Inquisitor can turn in as well.
You can pass the token. I don't know. That might be outside the range. That's
it'll be interesting. Because I think the real call here is you actually do a 4K with Corrin, because that protects you if Inquisitor turns in and stops going after Kyle. But I think Joel will probably try and double down on Kyle to make sure that he's chipping him down best he can to make him use his mods.
Mm-hmm.
But we're about to see. This is going to be an interesting round. So just a 1 bank, no turn out of red. Interesting.
Yeah.
And just taking a focus. And there is the 3 bank.
Okay.
So he's going after Kyle here.
Mm-hmm.
Better hope you have the sleep.
That also does block Corrin if he did the 1 straight. Ooh.
I like this move.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, that's a good move.
Too hard.
Yep, and I mean the 2 hard is exactly what you do.
Oh yeah.
With Kyle here.
Yeah, good move.
Yeah, you just take the focus and you say okay. So then Inquisitor doing the 1 bank. He technically can. I don't think he can get out of arc of Kyle here.
No.
I don't know if Kyle wants to shoot at him, but you always try and dodge shots when you can. So So really, getting real close.
Ooh.
I don't hate it.
So then Kyle doing the 3 sloop, and that is going to nail him a bullseye as well.
Yeah, it is.
Probably in range 1. Very good positioning for both players here.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 dice going into Kyle. He's not going to pass off anything. Kyle needs to live this turn.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's what Kyle wants to see here. He wants him to spend that. As long as Kyle survives. So hit crit coming in. Possible dead. Nope, still alive. That is not what the Inquisitor wants to see.
Ooh.
So Corrin is
Range 2.
unfortunately range 2.
Well, fortunately, because
but-
wait, never mind. I keep forgetting he's out of torch. We're fine.
but he does. Let's see if he remembers that he has Deadeye Shot here. Spending that FCS. There's a hit. Change that. Change that into a hit. Change it into a hit. You have Deadeye Shot.
Oof.
Mm.
Crit.
Rat.
Regulator. Oh, and that's what. Oh, that is
Super don't care.
perfect for yellow. That is
Yeah, he
perfect.
does not care. He was going to do that anyways.
Well,
That is it. No, that makes it even better because that turns it blue.
Yep.
That is exactly what yellow wanted.
Yep.
you 3 dice into Inquisitor here, man, or 2 dice. Don't. Okay, whatever. You're killing me, Ken. Yep, this is why you don't do that. Killing me,
I love how
Ken.
the color commentary is openly biased for our chosen pony over here. So
No,
I
he's
want Ken to
biased
win.
against poor play. He wants good decisions.
Yeah,
we won a
it's,
good game.
Either way, but so basically, if yellow's card was a direct hit or something like that, then he would have just been totally fine.
Yep.
And this is, I mean, he's basically guaranteed to lose Kyle here.
Yeah, with that attitude.
Yep. So 3 crits. I mean, but and this is the thing is, I'm really curious to see what that card under yellow is, because if that was a direct hit, then Deadeye Shot would have won him that entire round.
Yeah. That would have been very impactful.
Yep. And that's why you have it on Corrin, because it does actually mean something.
Whew. Yeah, all of a sudden the balance.
So you
is,
and this is where you double tap. You double tap here, Corrin.
Oh.
Yep, he's double checking. There's the double tap. Going for the kill here. And that's the thing. Yellow still has a focus.
Hmm.
And it's entirely possible that that card under there doesn't actually matter, and it could be nothing. But this is definitely one of those times where you don't take the risk. Change that. Get rid of it. Okay, it doesn't matter
It's
anyways.
gone
But
anyway.
yeah.
So with yellow dead and Kyle dead in that round, it's 125 to 119 in Ken's favor with 17 minutes remaining.
and
Wow, this is a close match.
it's closer than I think the points belie here, because that is a full up Corrin, and you've got a damage engine on red, who's not in a position to really capitalize on any of this. I mean, he'll probably do a 3 hard right here just to go ahead and accept the positioning. But Quiz is.
It's worth noting Corrin's guns are off next round, so he loses a round of
Yep.
firepower.
Right. So Quiz will probably just take advantage of that and trim his distance so he can pick up this target lock. But it's still a lot of uphill skating because you've got to get 3 shields on it to make it matter, and you've got to give up nothing. That's tough. I mean, let me rephrase. It's tough in 15 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know though, because if Corrin tries to turn around and go for red just to get the guaranteed points, that puts Quiz right behind him. So he kind of has to start hedging towards Quiz, right?
I think you definitely go. You push towards Quiz.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically what you want to do is you need to spend this turn doing a one bank towards Quiz, depending on where he lands and where red lands. If you can afford it, then you can roll or boost and then grab a lock on both of them. So then that sets you up for the next round.
Yeah.
So,
ooh,
oh wow,
we could see a dead red here.
Yeah. Oof.
No consequences, still alive, but he doesn't get to shoot.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And that's pretty big this round. Because now Corrin is going to have impunity to just do whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
He won't get to shoot, but he gets to do whatever action he feels like. Yep, so then there's the one bank, and you just take that lock.
Yeah.
Double lock.
Yep, double lock, and that feels real good.
Yep.
Yeah, that's amazing how you're going to have this round right here where nobody gets to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
It does present kind of a thorny situation for Corrin here. You're looking at does the chassis do they have a 4K?
The Corrin?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. For E-Wings, yes.
K-turn.
I don't even.
I like how the chat for Twitch has been completely silent all night.
Nobody's had anything to say about you.
And for
nobody realizes that it's the playoffs. Come on, it's the creme de la creme.
What is the wild card now? Hold on now. Slow down just a little bit.
That's true. All right, we're getting to that point.
So we have 13 minutes left in this round. 125 to 119, a very close match.
Yeah. So right here, I mean, I would say a 3 straight from the Tempest is going to cover most of your avenues for Corrin.
Yeah, this is going to be a very tough round for Corrin to figure out where he needs to go.
Yeah.
Because he can't really risk doing a 4K if Joel feels to just put the Inquisitor right where the 4K can be.
3-sloop.
And then he's not going to get a shot. And then, so I think you 3-sloop towards where the Grand Inquisitor is.
Yeah.
It'll be real close though if he just does the one hard.
Well, he could one hard and barrel roll and block it, but then you're opening yourself up to the 4K.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty tough decision for Ken.
Good news, everyone. Scott is here.
Scott did it.
People actually exist. Thank you.
They are real. We even have someone here with a
yeah. Okay, looks like he's dialed in his maneuver for Corrin, and this is what we get to see. So just a 2 straight out of red, pretty conservative.
That's the right call.
Ooh, 4K out of Inquisitor. Let's see what...
Oh, he called it.
Oh my gosh. Ken just says...
out of this, though. Like, that's the spicy part about
man.
it.
I'm pretty sure he's got range 1 there. So if he's got range 1, you just focus. You just go to town.
Because it looks like bullseye too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's got bullseye. He can double tap Inquisitor this round. He's got the locks. This is what Corrin wants. Is he going for a roll? He's going for the arc dodge. Interesting call. I don't think that's the right call.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't like that.
He's cutting his nose to
now he has.
Face.
I mean, he doesn't get shot at, but he does have an obstructed
shot.
Yeah.
You only get 1 shot, and Corrin has to get 2 shots to really make him worthwhile. Use the chassis. Okay, still a really good shot. Oh,
Mm,
He's
so that is half points on Quizner.
so
I mean, it paid off, but I don't think it's going to be worth it.
I
and,
don't. Yeah.
Because if he loses all 3 shields here, and then he goes over that rock,
yeah.
Oof.
Ooh.
still possible. Oh, never mind. Yeah, because he. So just a hit crit. Can't lose shields. Hoping for 1 evade here. There's 1 evade. Only 1 shield off of Corn. Now Corn is in a very good position. I mean, you're going to lose your action anyways. You might as well just sleep over this rock at this point. I still don't think that was the right call. I think you should have just face tanked Inquisitor with
Yeah.
a focus and double tap.
Yeah, sit in there
I
and
agree.
double tap. Maybe give up half, but kill Quiz for the trade.
Yep, and if you don't, then he has no force left. I don't know. I think that would have been the call.
What also means that you can 4K over Quiz the next turn, right?
Yep.
Or Sloop for that matter. Probably the better call,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, you would have slooped. Yeah.
But yeah, I do think the sleep over the rock is probably the winning play here.
I think that's the only call that you can really do that's gonna net you any real shots.
Man, it would be interesting if like that's a high risk move to call that. So
I don't think so.
no, I'm talking about like to call. Oh, he did call him out on it.
Oh, trying to go sloop that way. Interesting. Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that was the way that I was suggesting, not going that's a weird direction. I don't know.
Takes it.
He takes the crit. And this is kind of one of those things where if he can't kill red this turn, or kill Inquisitor, it's going to be a real bad time.
Mm-hmm.
And the Tempest is at range 3. I still think you need to shoot at the Tempest.
Yeah, I think you shoot the Tempest.
Yeah.
You only have to push 1 damage in.
Yeah, Tempest is way
Yep.
more killable here. Because Quiz has got Force and the Evade.
Got and the evade. Yeah, the chances of you actually putting damage into Quiz here without a range 1 shot is incredibly slim. Yep, he's going for the range 3. That's the right call.
Now, if there was ever a time for green dice to show
spending
up,
that lock. Just a hit crit. Still can die. Very low chance. Nope, not happening.
All right. So here comes the return.
oh,
Just 2.
Whew.
So you're really hoping for just 1 evade here. Preferably 2. There it is.
Okay.
So he's now put himself in a position to where he can really only do a 1 bank with Corrin this next turn towards Inquisitor. And that leaves red in a very good position to capitalize on some real damage.
Yeah, Corrin's stuck between 2 fires now because he can't eliminate 1 gun.
Yep.
You need that double tap or you need to turn it red and kill red right out.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
You can't even K-turn over the rock or anything like that. Yeah, you're
Way stressed, so.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah, him barrel rolling in front of that rock was not the right call.
So,
just from a numbers perspective.
I would almost say at this point, you just accept like a bank over the rock.
So we can see what Inquisitor's doing. He's doing the 4K. He really wants to get as much damage in. Oh, he's doing a Talon. Mm-hmm. So this is where if you do the 1 bank, you roll into that bullseye. Oh, interesting call. Oh, what is he doing?
He's just
I guess he's trying to figure out which direction, yeah. So there's the 1 bank out of Corrin.
Oh.
I think that actually just got him out of that. I mean, he has to roll to do damage. and you roll back as far as possible to try and So you got arc, but unfortunately you don't have the bullseye. And this is kind of one of those things where he's getting that exponential problems of having to do this. So 2 hits out of Inquisitor. He's spending that FCS. And 3 hits. This is what Corrin doesn't want to see. We could see a dead Corrin this round.
Oh.
1 evade.
Very easily.
So 2 damage. That is half points on Corrin. I want to say that pushes it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
6-point
that
lead
swings
for
it back.
Joel, 6-point lead for Joel. 159 to 153.
Although, hang on, save your fork, there's pie, because we've got a 4-die shot coming in.
3 die shot because of Inquisitor.
That's right.
And here's your FCS. Just 2 hits, probably no damage here.
Oh,
Yep, there it is.
This could very well be game.
Tempest Revenge coming in.
Not obstructed shot here.
Nope.
And this is probably a dead Corrin.
Bend.
Spend it.
Block. No.
Spend it. Oh, Joel.
Oh my god.
There's just 1. Just looking for 1 evade here. And there it is.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Inadvisable, but it's done.
So we're going to probably see Inquisitor go for a block here by doing a 1 hard and then rolling to stop Corrin from doing the sloop behind him.
Yep.
And if you see that, then I think what you do is you just do a 2 hard with Corrin onto red.
Mm-hmm. This comes to the interesting point in the game where you have to wonder if they understand the points that they're looking at right now.
Yep. 153 to 159. Joel's edge right now. Corrin is a very expensive ship.
Yeah.
What is this? This Corrin 75?
80 points.
80.
Oh, man. Shove it. Yeah.
And it stands to reason that, because he chose to essentially not give up half points until a turn later, or 2 turns later, but it's possible that he would have killed Inquisitor for it. And that would have essentially sealed the game.
3 minutes left now.
So they probably have 2 more rounds of combat. This is definitely where I think you just do the 2 hard with Corrin onto red, and you just try and remove it from the board, get those points, hoping that Joel bites on Inquisitor, trying to block for the
I don't know that I would have hated the 3 bank out of red to try to block that 2 hard.
So let's see what he got. He's doing the 3 hard. He still has, just take the focus, and just plaster red, and then hope you survive.
Oof.
Okay, there it is. Let's see if there can be some level of token spending that Joel can force him. So here comes the FCS.
Ooh.
2 hits and a crit. You can see a dead Corrin here.
Yep.
Oh! There's the natties when he needs it. Oh my gosh.
Natties keeps the token too.
Wow.
And here is the 4 dice coming into red. He just needs max hits. Now he doesn't have any rerolls here. He just has a focus. Can magic happen? And it absolutely will. Guaranteed.
Game over.
Oh my gosh.
What a
Nat-
swing. Oh, man, for maximum disrespect.
They happen when they happen.
Double
Wow.
tap. Oh, man.
So Corrin is in a great position now to just run away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just do a 3 hard, and you just booster barrel roll out of arc, and you just say, "See ya."
Quiz even kind of has a hard time chasing just because he has to move first.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only probably one more round left. They're at 51 seconds to go. What an incredible match. Like, oh my gosh, this is definitely worthy of playoffs.
So, seeing that, yeah, there's too many places that he could be.
That Corin can just run off to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you have to guess correctly, like as far as just even the direction, and then this is done. So I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't see an opportunity for him to make this happen. Yep, there it
Oh.
is.
I
No,
mean,
he just does the
that's-
3 hard and says, "I'm
Yeah.
out. See ya."
Out.
Just
Bruce.
roll away.
Bruce.
No, roll.
Yeah, roll to the right. Yep.
Yeah.
And game.
There it is. Wow. What an
Oh.
incredible match.
Woof. And
That was
is
definitely
What an incredible match.
that was worthy of the billing.
Yeah.
Man, good game.
Dang. What a great game.
Whew. All right, gentlemen, do we want to put this on hold for just a second and go grab our two?
Yeah, I'll go
contestants?
grab 'em.
We'll be right back.
All right. So one heck of a match, guys. We have Ken and Joel in the tank. Let's hear it. What are your thoughts?
It's a nail biter. That list is not one I really wanted to face because if those tracers pop off, it's gross, as Wedge found out. It's just like so many target locks.
Yep.
Yeah, so having not popping the initial tracer was not great, but like that's why you have 2 of them in the list, right? So
Right.
Yep.
so that wasn't so bad. The initial positioning of Wedge was really good. I was really pleased with being able to get the Inquisitor kind of into the clinch without getting torped.
Yeah,
So
that
it
was a
was
really
exactly-
good move.
It was exactly
Yeah.
where I wanted him to be. I think Ken was really able to make good use of that little mustache rock, and give Wedge the best shot that he had at surviving. And it really made me sell out the following turn to get him, which really ended up hurting me in the next 2 or 3 rounds after that.
Yeah.
Positionally.
Yeah, because then you had Kyle just plowing damage every single round into something.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of the biggest things that I noticed when you were killing Ken, when you were shooting at yellow for the kill shots, and you had the double tap ready to go and everything like that, you forgot Deadeye, and you could have flipped that first card on yellow.
Absolutely right.
And it could have been a direct hit, and you
Yeah.
wouldn't have had to double tap that round.
Joel,
Yep.
flip over that card on yellow.
The bottom left corner.
The one right next to
The
the
bottom,
shields.
which
Yeah,
which
that
showed up on
one right
that
there.
one.
Right there.
It was a loose
Nope.
stabilizer.
Okay.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's it's concentrating more on the bullseye than the EPT. So
Yeah.
that was on me.
Well, and I know this is your first time flying this list, so there's obviously stuff that you're going to forget. And then the second thing that we all completely agreed on, you shouldn't have rolled in front of that rock. You should have just taken the half points on Corn for that turn and then killed Inquisitor for it.
Yep, absolutely. All good points. Very salient.
Yeah,
points.
because I mean, literally, the only reason why you won is because you rolled triple nats. Like that's the only reason.
Absolutely. And I told Joel that it's like, yeah, that was very clutch. Spirit of Duncan Howard lives on. But it was like there was like zero pressure in that we were on stream. Like I kind of forgot we were on stream. And it's just those 3 Kai advances. When they get the locks on, it's gross.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Yeah. So it was a lot of thinking about positioning in terms of 1 or 2 turns ahead, like that mustache rock. It's like, how can I best use the obstacles?
And one thing too is I'm not sure if you guys were like being able to keep track of points, but it was so close.
Oh, yeah.
Like 2 points, 5 points, 2 points. Like it was back and forth the entire game. It was a nail biter. It was real good.
Coming off the Lima Open, I've got all the points here, so I had that scratch pad in front of me. Very mindful of what we were at, and so it basically came down to a math game at the very end. Corn's pretty chunky, so once I got Inquisitor down to half, it was kind of like, okay, it would be nice to get the killing blow, but I don't necessarily have to get it. So
yeah,
makes sense.
But getting rid of red was the key thing. It's like I had to get rid, because just to let him linger with 1 hull and then like have that lock on and just keep throwing 3 red dice. With FCS
he was so angry at you, like he just kept punching you and punching you.
I know. But the 3 green dice on the E-wing is very nice, and
yep, and like I know whenever like we've had discussions about this list, this is why I like this list over Luke,
right?
Because Luke would have guaranteed to be dead there.
I will say to anyone out there who's a fan of Marcel's Luke Wedge AP5 list, this is a very easy transition list to the fact it's like, Kyle was putting in some work and it felt so good. It was just like,
his gun matters.
AP5 on anything. So very nice.
Yeah, having Moldy Crow with that good discount for the last points update has been pretty helpful.
I mean,
got a points discount too, and the proton torps. So overall, and Kyle actually got 2 points. So you essentially got 10 points out of this list that you didn't have already.
Right, and what's gross is that Kyle's only 49 with Jyn Erso on there.
Yep.
That's so stupid cheap for that ship. So
for what you get out of it.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for playing in the wild card round. Joel, I'm sorry that we don't get to see you in the playoffs. Well, I'm not, because I would have been playing against you. But now I get to play against Ken because I have the bye. So
nice.
Yep. And this is actually kind of like similar to last season, where I was in the exact same position, played in a play-in game and lost it. There's a silver lining in that now I know who's actually going to be running the stream for the playoffs, and that's going to be me.
Easy, yeah.
So if I was playing, there was going to have to be some fancy footwork to figure it out.
Yep.
But seriously, guys, great match. That was really entertaining to commentate on. I wish that this was a real-life match so we could all talk about it.
E-dubs.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the Rona says otherwise.
Yeah.
For a little bit. We'll be back soon.
Soon, TM.
But yeah. Well, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for guys playing, and Connor, Charlie, and Steven, thanks for commentating.
Absolutely.
Joel, you want to plug this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. So the match that you watched today was a play-in match for the playoffs, the final event of this season of the League of Barons, which is happening Saturday morning, this Saturday, December 5th. And so we will be streaming that. It is a 8-man single elimination tournament. So we will have 3 rounds of play, at the end of which we will crown a champion for the 3rd season of the League of Barons. We will be broadcasting that on Twitch right here, starting as close to 9 o'clock in the morning Central U.S. time as we can manage.
That's the plug I wanted to hear. Well, all right, everyone. I think that does it for us. So everybody have a good night. We'll see you
Yeah,
Saturday.
Thanks, guys.
Good night.